The desert heat is officially rising at Stagecoach because Sweeney just touched down in Indio, California. The Euphoria star was spotted front and center at the Mustang stage, dancing along during the big X-Thaw plug set and taking plenty of photos with surprised fans in the crowd. It is just the latest move for the actress who keeps finding herself at the heart of the festival buzz.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But it is not just her festival appearance making waves, as the intense public spotlight on Sweeney and her relationship with talent manager Scooter Braun continues to intensify. Critics are pointing to their rapid connection and significant age gap as major red flags, while the pair seems determined to push forward despite the overwhelming negative noise from the internet and industry insiders alike. Away from the headlines, Sweeney is turning up the heat on screen with a brand new viral moment from the upcoming season of Euphoria. Leaked stills show the actress in a stunning, plunging blue micro mini dress, capturing an engagement scene that has already sent social media into a total frenzy over her effortless style and bold fashion choices. Beyond the celebrity sightings, Stagecoach Day One delivered everything from the raw energy of Bailey Zimmerman and the surprise R&B crossover of Cody Johnson with Boys I Men to the unexpected punk rock nostalgia of Emo Night. There is so much more happening behind the scenes at the festival, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a single update. If you feel like Sweeney is absolutely everywhere right now, you aren't imagining things. She really is taking over the world. Fresh off her massive success with anyone but you and the anticipation surrounding her return to Euphoria, the star was spotted trading the red carpet for the dusty festival grounds at Stagecoach this past Friday. Trading designer gowns for a classic festival vibe, Sweeney was seen soaking in the energy at the Mustang stage, specifically catching big X-Thaw plug set. And it wasn't just a fly-on-the-wall appearance. She was right in the thick of it, hanging out in the front row, taking photos with fans, and proving she's far more grounded than your average A-lister. It's interesting to note that the Coachella Valley seems to be the place for the Euphoria cast lately, with Jacob Elordi recently popping up at Coachella to catch Justin Bieber. It's almost like the cast is treating the desert festival circuit as their own personal hangout spot. But let's talk business, because Sweeney's reach goes way beyond music festivals. She is currently doubling down on her partnership with American Eagle, fronting their new Sid for Short campaign. The ad is playful, confident, and clearly hitting that summer marketing sweet spot. To top off a whirlwind month, she's also been making headlines for her personal life, recently going Instagram official with former music manager Scooter Braun. Whether you think she's the hardest working actress in Hollywood or just a master of staying in the spotlight, one thing is certain. Sweeney knows exactly how to keep us all talking. What do you think? Is she truly the it girl of this generation, or just the best marketed star in the game? Let me know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on your favorite stars. After all, in a world of fleeting fame, she's definitely playing for keeps. Ever felt like a relationship was destined for a car crash from the very first headline? Well, Hollywood has just delivered us a front row seat to exactly that. When the news broke that Euphoria star Sweeney and infamous talent manager Scooter Braun were officially a thing in 2025, the internet didn't just shrug, it collectively groaned. We're talking about one of the most polarizing figures in music history and a rising starlet who seems to be collecting controversies like trading cards. But why does this coupling feel so incredibly doomed? It's not just the public baggage, it's a masterclass in classic relationship red flags. First, let's address the elephant in the room, the age gap. We're looking at a 17-year difference here. While some might argue age is just a number, relationship experts consistently point to a 1 to 3 year window as the sweet spot for long-term compatibility. This isn't Sydney's first dance with an older man, either. Her previous engagement to Jonathan Davino ended precisely because their life stages were fundamentally misaligned. When you're at two completely different chapters of your evolution, the friction isn't just likely, It's inevitable. Add in the uncomfortable possibility that this attraction might be rooted in objectification rather than authentic connection, and you have a recipe for emotional disaster. Then there's the speed. This relationship didn't just start, it exploded. Within 3 months of meeting, sources were calling it full throttle and game on. Now, from a psychologist's perspective, that kind of hyperspeed escalation is rarely a sign of a healthy, meant-to-be story. It's often a red flag for control dynamics or a desperate attempt to create a bubble against the outside world. And let's be real, Sydney is fresh off a 6-year relationship. Jumping straight into this feels like a classic rebound, where the goal isn't to find love, but to find a distraction from the pain of a breakup. And what about the tension? We're already hearing reports of Braun's jealousy regarding the constant attention Sydney receives as a global sex symbol. But here's where it gets messy. Sweeney reportedly enjoys that jealousy. When you're using manipulation to confirm your partner's affection, you aren't building security, you're building a toxic trap. Relying on drama to feel wanted is a fast track to emotional exhaustion. They might be bonding over being the most hated people on the internet right now, but a shared victim complex is the worst possible mortar for a lasting foundation. So, what do you think? Is this just a PR-fueled fling destined to burn out, or are we witnessing the start of a genuine, albeit rocky, Hollywood power struggle? Drop a comment below with your take. I'm dying to know if you think they'll last the year. And remember, a relationship built on the need to be saved from your own life usually ends with you needing to be saved from the relationship itself. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the stars. Ever wondered how to turn a fictional breakup into a full-blown fashion frenzy? Well, Sydney Sweeney just did it again. If you've been scrolling through your feeds lately, you've probably seen the stills that have absolutely broken the internet. Sydney, looking like she stepped out of a chaotic, high-fashion dream for a brand new scene in Euphoria. We are talking about that infamous Nate and Cassie engagement setup that has everyone talking. But let's be real, the plot twist here isn't the drama, it's the dress. Sydney is wearing this stunning, soft blue micro mini dress that honestly shouldn't work for an engagement. But somehow, she makes it look like the most iconic choice in TV history. It's that perfect balance of delicate, romantic energy and a sassy, curve-hugging silhouette that really highlights her signature style. What I love about this look is that she kept everything else so minimal. With those effortless, cascading waves and that flawless, clean makeup, she wasn't trying to overdo it. She let the outfit do the heavy lifting while keeping the focus on the intensity of the scene itself. It's a masterclass in how to command a camera without needing a million accessories. It's no secret that Sydney Sweeney has become the ultimate trendsetter, constantly blurring the lines between her on-screen persona and her off-screen influence. Are you loving this bold engagement look as much as I am? Or is it just another wild, Euphoria moment that's too much to handle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the style moments that define pop culture. After all, in the world of Euphoria, the fashion is always the biggest secret waiting to be revealed. Dust off your boots and grab a drink, because we are back in the desert. If you thought Coachella was the final word on festival season, think again. Stagecoach just kicked off, and it is every bit as hot, dusty, and delightfully weird as you'd expect. Forget everything you know about traditional country festivals, because day one was a wild ride of celebrity sightings, unexpected crossovers, and believe it or not, a healthy dose of emo nostalgia. Let's start with the most random celebrity cameo of the weekend, Sydney Sweeney. Yes, that's Sydney Sweeney. She brought her Cian lingerie brand to the festival with a pop-up saloon, complete with karaoke and, thankfully, magnetic darts. Because let's be real, giving this crowd actual sharp objects after a few rounds of drinks would have been a disaster waiting to happen. Speaking of disasters, or rather, perfect ones, if you thought you escaped the Warped Tour vibe at Coachella, Stagecoach had other plans. Diplo's Honky Tonk hosted Emo Night, and it was glorious. We went from singing along to Fall Out Boy and My Chemical Romance to the absolute chaos of hearing Justin Bieber's Baby, right next to System of a Down. It was a bizarre, beautiful mashup that reminded us why we love these desert gatherings. On the music front, Ella Langley proved she's the real deal. Sure, the crowd was hoping for a Morgan Wallen appearance, but Langley didn't need him. She commanded that stage with an effortlessly cool Stevie Nicks-inspired energy that felt like a star being born in real time. And let's talk about that Counting Crows set. Watching the sun set over the mountains while Adam Duritz belted out A Long December was arguably the peak aesthetic of the entire weekend. It's those cotton candy sky moments that make the heat and the dust worth it. We wrapped up the night with Cody Johnson, who promised to bring a little Texas sunshine to California. But the real shocker, he brought out Boys I Men. Yes, you heard that right. A little R&B harmony in the middle of a country headliner set. It was an unexpected, genre-bending flex that perfectly summed up the anything-goes spirit of Stagecoach. Whether you're here for the boots, the beats, or just to see which celebrities are hanging out in lingerie pop-ups, Day One proved that Stagecoach is keeping the desert magic alive. Who would you want to see pop up on stage next? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss our recap of the rest of the festival. After all, if you aren't embracing the weirdness, you aren't really doing it right.